morning and welcome to Tuesday edition. Incidentally, today is the last day of the month of January 2023. My name is Winifred Glebo. It sure feels good to be hosting you on the last program for the month of January 2023. My name is Winifred Glebo. Once again, we have 5 papers for review this morning. Unfortunately, our guest analyst is not in the studio. So I'll just be taking you on the cover stories of some selected newspapers. As usual on the program, we are starting off with Leadership newspaper, Nigeria's most influential newspaper. Leadership's headline story says Raila Odinga headlines leadership conference. Raila Odinga headlines leadership conference. VP Vice President Osinbajo chairs event as Nigeria's top personalities converge on Abuja. I'll take this headline once again. Raila Odinga headlines leadership conference. Vice President Osinbajo chairs event as Nigeria's top personalities converged on Abuja. On the cover, you have pictures of eminent personalities, including some governors, and the pictures of former Kenyan Prime Minister Raila Odinga on arrival at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, yesterday. It's flanked by some pictures of also awardees and of companies and industries and banks. That is the headline story on leadership this morning. And of course, we'll be streaming the leadership awards and conferences live. Leadership, we move over to the next paper we have on our menu. And that paper is Vanguard. Vanguard newspaper. It says DSS busts new Naira notes gang, fingers bank officials. DSS busts new Naira notes gang, fingers bank officials. Riders, POS operators charge 10%. Money outside banks declines. Banks reduce old notes OTC withdrawal to 10,000 naira. Customers' frustration over new Naira notes continues. That's the leading story on Vanguard newspaper. Of course, there are other stories as well on the cover of the paper. For more on the stories, you can log on to Leadership, to Vanguard, and of course to Leadership newspaper, which we just reviewed before Vanguard. From Vanguard, we are moving on. We're just reviewing papers for today's edition. Let's have The Nation. The Nation says banks fail to dispense cash in halls, ATM terminals. Banks fail to dispense cash in halls, ATM terminals. The rider says POS operators, hawkers send Naira notes in cities. Emefiele's action political, says reps leader. Of course, the insight says banks branches load 1 million Naira new notes daily in ATM machines. DSS links bank officials arrest many. 1,000 Naira charged on every 10,000 Naira. That's the leading story on The Nation newspaper. Protesters raise APC office, Tinubu Shetima Oshun Center. There's also a story on The Nation. And Tinubu says we will use oil to develop Akwa Ibom on his campaign rally to the state. From The Nation, we move over to the next paper on our menu for review. The Punch. The Punch leading story this morning. Buhari's Kano visit. Protesting use barricade roads, stone helicopter. Buhari's Kano visit. Protesting use barricade roads, stone helicopter. Nigerians don't appreciate what they have, says Buhari as protesters rampage. Foreign element using Boko Haram to destabilize Nigeria, president insists. APC campaign run kicks, council kicks as PDP blames Tinubu Ganduje for attack. I'll take that the Punch's leading story once again. President Muhammadu Buhari actually paid a visit, a working visit to Kano State yesterday to commission some projects, including the dry port, and protesting youths barricade roads, stone helicopter. Nigerians don't appreciate what they have, says Buhari, as protesters rampage. Foreign elements using Boko Haram to destabilize Nigeria, President insists. APC campaign council kicks as PDP blames Tinubu Ganduje for attacks. And of course, on the paper, on the cover of the Punch newspaper, we can see the picture of President Muhammadu Buhari on the left, retired, as he inaugurates the 10 megawatt solar powered electricity project sponsored by the Nigerian Social Investment Agency in Kano State. As angry residents stoned his chopper, story it happened yesterday. You can see some irate youths with stones. That's the story on the Punch newspaper. Still on Punch, before we go, the new Naira that is above the masthead, we have new Naira racketeering booms in Lagos, Abuja, Anambra. New Naira racketeering booms in Lagos, Abuja, Anambra. Access to me, designated federal government. The story is on page 10 of the Punch newspaper. For more on the stories, you can also log on to their website. From the Punch, we are moving on. The story next we have on the paper we have next on our menu is This Day. This Day, January 31st, 2023. Osinbajo backs push for cashless economy, says it will curb illicit election financing. Osinbajo backs push for cashless economy, says it will curb illicit election financing. The rider says CBN harps on banks cooperation to enhance cash swap. Ensure success of polls, UN charges lawyers. EU to deploy 100 election observers. MB apologizes to Nigerians for abdicating leadership role. Sets agenda for presidential candidates. Federal government welcomes US visa ban on Nigerians undermining democracy. That's the leading story on This Day newspaper. And of course, still on This Day newspaper, we have a story above the leading one. Protesters barricade roads, stone Buhari's helicopter in Kano. Protesters barricade roads, stone Buhari's helicopter in Kano. President President says Nigeria's situation far better than other countries. Urges citizens to appreciate what they have. Inaugurates Dollar Inland Dry Port, NSIA's 10 megawatt solar plant, 469 family housing units, other projects in Kano. PDP condemns attack on president. As some of the stories we are taking on This Day newspaper. For more on the stories, you can also log on to the website, to their website. Thank you so much, viewers. That's it for today's Inside Nigeria on Leadership Television. We are heading on to the venue of the Leadership Awards and conferences coming up this morning. Don't forget to join us as we stream the program live. Until I come your way again, same time, same station tomorrow, I am Winifred Ubebo.